Dewey Scott-Wiley. I've been a long-time company member here. I think this is the start of my 27th season at Trustus. I went to graduate school at USC Columbia and got an MFA in directing. And really didn't intend on staying in South Carolina just because I didn't think I'd, be able to make a living acting and directing and teaching acting and directing. I wanted to go somewhere where I could do all those things. And while I was in graduate school, I was very exposed to Trustus and really loved the kind of work they did and thought, oh, that'd be a fun place to hang out a little bit and do some work. And I started doing work here right when I was graduating. And finishing up my thesis, and I was getting ready to move back to DC where I'd gone for like a little 6-month stint as part of my training and made some connections there and was gonna head to DC. And then they had a big NEA grant from National Endowment for the Arts, and they were like, hey, you wanna be a staff actor and director for a year or two? And I was like, sure I would. And I got to do amazing work that you only were getting to do if you were a Broadway actor, right, around the country, like Angels in America parts 1 and 2 I got to be in, and got to direct incredible stuff that most people don't touch, or certainly weren't touching in the 90s. And so that was great. And when I started my job as a staff actor director here, I got a phone call from somebody at USC Aiken because they had somebody leave at the last minute and they needed a part-time professor. And so I got hired via fax machine to teach at USC Aiken. And eventually the full-time at Trustus, part-time at Aiken flipped. And so that happened in 2000, I want to say. And since then I've sort of progressed at USC Aiken, and I'm a full professor there. Teach acting and directing and musical theater and all things that I love. And then I also still live in Columbia and work here, acting and directing. That was a windy answer, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm really sleep deprived.